there! I'm a guy with the pineapple puppy, and today I'm doing something I have never done before, and I'm giving you a review of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Okay, so I just got back from the theater, hasn't even been 5 minutes, and I just had to talk about this, and I have no one to talk about it to, because it just came out, and, I thought, oh, I got a YouTube channel, make a review, so... yeah, I'm gonna try, might not be the best, but I'm gonna try. So fair warning, I'm not a professional reviewer. I don't really do anything but make sucky YouTube videos. So, this won't be the most structured review ever. I don't have a script, I'm just freeballing here. Another thing to note, I did just see the movie, so I've only seen it once, so I haven't really let it marinate too long, so a lot of this might be just, oh, I just saw the movie, this, and this. So I'm trying to do it while it's fresh on my mind. Also, I'm a huge fan of the games. I've played a ton, been a fan for 7 years. I made a video about ranking the mini games in FNAF 6, which you should go watch, by the way, because it was my first video, but it's okay. I like it okay. Anyway, so I'm a fan, so obviously a little biased. I feel like I could have walked into this movie and it could have sucked, but it had Freddy in it, so I would have liked it. But the movie is actually good, and I really enjoyed it. It's actually really good, cause I went in thinking, oh, okay, it might be a little bit bad. It's got a 36 on Rotten Tomatoes, so it might be bad, but you know what, it's Freddy, it's FNAF, I'm gonna like it, it's gonna be good, I'll enjoy myself probably, but it's an actually good movie. At least I thought it was actually good. I felt like it was fun at times, funny, not really, but it's a horror movie, and I feel like the horror is really well done here. Like, it's not like I'm gonna have nightmares or I screamed or anything, but there were a couple moments where my heart was pounding because I'm scared what's gonna happen to the characters, or there was a jump scare that was, like, super well done. And, a series known for its jump scares, I think jump scares are pretty good here. There's only, like, one I can think of that I didn't like, but I felt like the horror was good. It was a good amount of horror, and it's fun, which is, it's FNAF, and one of the things I love about FNAF is it's scary, but there's also fun to it. You have cute characters with mini games, like video games, and it's in like exotic butters and pickles and funny things like that. Fruit punch for everybody hun. It's fun, and that's what I love about it. It's fun, but it's scary. And I feel like the movie kind of does that, because there are really fun moments where I'm just like, oh, the animatronics are cute, and then like the next scene, like, oh god, that is terrifying, which is awesome. I love the fact that they did that. Just talking about the animatronics, they were awesome. They look amazing. There are other movies that have like animatronic characters, Willy's Wonderland, the Banana Splits movie, and when you're watching them, you suspend your disbelief and believe, okay, they're animatronics, but you know that they're just people in suits. Not in this movie. No, I believe that they were animatronics for the entire time, and that's impressive. There wasn't any moment where I was like, oh, that was so obviously a person in a suit. No, they really nailed the animatronic movements, and that's awesome. The Jim Henson people made the animatronics, and they look fantastic. They look ripped straight from the games, and all of them, even the Cupcake, which was something I wasn't even a huge fan of, 'cause like when they were showing the trailers and stuff, I'm like, oh, they're making the Cupcake his own thing. What the heck? Cupcake's never been his own thing. He had a jump scare in FNAF 4, but that's kind of it. Why are you making the Cupcake its own animatronic? But no, the Cupcake was threatening. That's how good this was. The Cupcake was actually threatening, and that's awesome. I'm using the word awesome a lot. Let's talk about the characters. I liked the characters. The characters were nice. I liked Mike. He was a good main character. I liked Abby. She was sweet, and you sympathize with their relationship a lot. You sympathize with Mike because he lost his brother, and he's taking care of the sister, and he's not doing a good job. I enjoyed that. Vanessa is in this movie, the security guard from Security Breach, which I thought was weird, because that's a really like recent addition to the series to combine with because it's mainly like first game stuff, so I thought it was weird to include Vanessa, but I like her character here. There's something about her I'm gonna bring up when I do spoilers, but yeah, she was great. Who else? I'm trying not to like reveal stuff that wasn't in the trailer. You have Steve Raglan. He was it's kind of hard to talk about him without going into spoilers, but he was great. I enjoyed him for his scenes. The other characters that were in there, they were great for the most part. The rest are like side characters, but you have Mike, and you have Abby, and you have Vanessa, and you have Steve, and those are your 4 main characters basically and everyone else is kind of a side character. There's one character I'm not gonna bring up because I don't remember her being in the trailers, but so I'm gonna wait a little bit to talk about that. But all the characters were great, all the human characters were great, which is nice, you know, because, you know, you're going into this movie for the animatronics, like, clearly, like, who cares about the humans? I'm here for the animatronics. Freddy, let's go. And no, they make you care about the humans, and I was genuinely worried about them at times, which is good. That's great that I cared about the human characters. A lot of movies don't do that. You don't go into Godzilla vs. Kong to watch the human characters. You're there for Godzilla vs. Kong. I came into this movie for the animatronics, and I still enjoyed the humans. That's an amazing feat. Great job to the movie. The movie being PG-13 was so not an issue. Like, there wasn't a point in the movie where I was like, oh, man, that they only did that because it's PG-13. Like, there was only one scene where there was a kill that happens, and we only get to see it through the shadows, like on the wall. And when I was in the theater, I was like, oh, okay, it's PG-13, because if they showed that, then it would be rated R. But still, the fact that they put that kill in a PG-13 movie was like, whoa, and I was, yeah, not gonna go into it, but I guess that does kind of spoil that someone dies. But I mean, I don't think no one's going into this movie thinking no one's gonna die. Yeah. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't say it's a kid's movie. There was a kid in the audience, and I remember, well, that's kind of spoilery, but a character showed up on screen, and I remember the kid going, hey, that's this character, and the dad goes, shh, quiet. So that was funny. So yeah, kids will enjoy this. That was the only kid. Everyone else was an adult, and they enjoyed it. So I enjoyed it, and it was great. Yeah, as a fan of the series, I found it to be really enjoyable. Every little reference to the games I loved, and it was an enjoyable movie. I really liked it. If you like Five Nights at Freddy's, go into this movie. If you don't know anything about Five Nights at Freddy's, go into the movie. You might like it. Who knows? I don't know. I've been a fan for 7 years, and I can't just erase that. So, I don't know. But, yeah. I guess I'll dive into the spoilers now. So, this is your spoiler warning, if you're worried about that thing. I know it just came out. I saw the 10:30 screening on Friday, so I'm sure there are people who haven't seen it. Going into spoilers. What can I go into about spoilers? What did I mention earlier? That character who one of the side characters I didn't want to talk about was, I don't remember her name, but it was like an aunt, and she was trying to take Abby from Mike, and I felt like as a villain, she did pretty good. She's like the secondary villain, because obviously you have you know who, but she was okay. I feel like her death was kind of lame though, because like, you know, she's the villain. You want to see her get her just desserts, and we just see her, oh, I guess she's dead. So that could have been better, but I felt like she was fine. Other side characters like the babysitter. Only thing I didn't get was why she was betraying Mike, because like when they're in the diner and like, okay, let me work with the aunt to get rid of the of Abby. Why? Why? What did he do to you? Why do you hate him? Why are you working against him? I guess money, but I don't know. That felt odd. Everything else was fine. All the other side characters, completely fine. Dude, the Matt Pat cameo, like, that was great. And that scene where he's like, I don't remember what exactly he said. He was like, oh, some people think that, but hey, that's just a theory. And I'm like, oh, I'm freaking out. That was great. I loved that. I know a lot of people were freaking out about the Corey cameo. Me personally, I don't watch him. No, nothing bad. Just never got into him. Sorry. I liked his cameo though. He's got a post-credit scene. That was great. Love that. I also loved the gag with the balloon boys. That was the character, by the way, that boy was like when he popped up. That's Balloon Boy. Shh. So that's who that was. I really liked the scene where those guys break into Freddy's and the animatronics start taking them out. That was awesome because, like, in the games, you don't really see like the animatronics like actually like killing, being a threat. Like, yeah, we know in the first game they stuff you in the suit, your eyes pop out. We know that. But seeing like Freddy freaking bite this girl in half was like, oh shoot. And I like that too, because like when Abby starts messing with them, you're like, oh man, well, that scene earlier, these things can kill. These are dangerous. And I really like that. I feel like from a movie standpoint, that was a smart move to have that scene with the animatronics, like each taking somebody out. That was cool. I liked that. it makes them, you know, more threatening later on. So when they're acting all sweet and stuff with Abby, like, even though I'm like, oh, this is cute, this is fun, I love this, and they're making a fort, and they're laying on the ground with her and all this stuff, and it's super fun, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know, they're kind of suspicious, I don't really trust them, and maybe keep an eye on them, so that was really good. I really liked that. That was fun. Let's do Steve Raglan, who we all knew was William Afton. Yeah, that was great. He doesn't really show up that much. He shows up in the beginning. He has a small scene, again, also near the beginning. And then he just pops up at the end, which isn't a lot of him. I get that, like, it wouldn't make sense to have more of him, because that would just be, like, random scenes that didn't really add to the story. So I understand, like, him, like, his limited appearances are completely fine, completely understandable, completely justifiable. But would have liked to see more of him. Matthew Lillard, I'm sure he'll come back. He always comes back, and he said that too. That was cool. I love that he said that. There were a lot of moments where, like, oh, he said the thing! Catch you on the flip side! That's a reference! That was cool. So, things like that were fun. I liked that. The references to the game were all fun. The song they played during the credits, they played the Living Tombstone, Five Nights at Freddy's song. That was awesome. And I remember I was jamming in the theater, and then they cut to the, like, mid-credit scene, and then the mid-credit scene, and then they jump back into the song, and I'm like, yeah! Five Nights at Freddy's! So, I'm so glad they played that song. I did not think they were gonna do it, and the fact that they did just warms my heart. That was cool. Oh, there's so much about this movie that's so great. Absolutely great. I love the ending. The ending, the final climactic battle with the animatronics was awesome. It was very cool. I enjoyed it. I'm so glad, because I was like, oh, they're gonna drag him away, just like they did at the end of Silver Eyes, and they did it! I was so happy when, like, the animatronics dragged William away. That was cool. Question, I have a question. I don't know the answer. I haven't played or watched anyone play the Ruin DLC yet, because I don't really have a reason. I don't know. I haven't played Security Breach yet, but I want to. So, I kind of don't want to be spoiled for Ruin, because if I ever do play Security Breach, then I want to play Ruin and go into it blind, you know, not know everything that's coming. So, yeah, that's why I haven't really played it yet, but I don't know. Is Vanessa, like, being the daughter of William Afton a thing in, like, that DLC or in the game? Because, I feel like that brings up some, like, issues in the lore, you know, because the dude's already got 3 kids. Do we really need to add another one? I guess I shouldn't be trying to, like, mix the lore from the movie with the games, and I guess, because you can't do that with the books either. You can't, the books and the games are a separate lore, so probably the game and the books and the movies are all their own individual lore. Shouldn't dig too deep into it. Something else I just realized we never find out what happened to Garrett. Like, yeah, we know he got taken, he's probably dead, and we know we know William Afton took him, but we never, because he wasn't stuffed in a suit, so what the heck happened to Garrett? Maybe we'll find out in the sequel. I don't know, but, like, I thought they were gonna, like, reveal that he was one of the animatronics, or that secret character that they have been talking about. I thought, oh, okay, maybe he's, like, in, like, this universe, he's the puppet or something, or he's gonna be Golden Freddy. No, so, yeah, that was weird. I don't know why they did that, but, I don't know what happened to Garrett. That's an odd one. Question for another day. Maybe in the sequel, you know? I'm sure there will be a sequel. They set it up where there could be a sequel with Springtrap, Let's Go, and things like that. You know, I guess we never got an explanation for what that saw thingy was they were trying to put on, that they put on the first security guard and they were trying to put on Mike. What was that? Because that just to kill him? I don't know what that was. That weird contraption. Yeah. I know a lot of people were like, oh, is that the Springlock suit? That's gonna be weird, that's the Springlock suit, because it's just, no. The Springlock suits were a thing. I think that's who the secret character was. It was, I don't remember her name. Was it Ella? But it was the doll from 1:35 a.m. from Fazbear Frights. Was that the secret character? I'm pretty sure that's who it was. I thought it was Baby at first, and I was like, whoa, Baby! And they just stylized her to look like a certain way, because they didn't want, like, faceplates or something, but no, I think that's who that was. Ella wasn't an animatronic, though. Like, she was a little doll, so that's weird if they made her a whole animatronic thing, but that's that's fine. If that was the secret character, then that's cool. I don't know, I was kind of expecting, I know a lot of people were expecting, like, me personally, I wanted Baby to show up. I figured she wouldn't, but I wanted Baby to show up. I know a lot of people were saying the secret character might be Henry, because, oh, they said secret character, not animatronic, it might be Henry, and like, oh, okay, but it's a cool nod. Just, I thought it was gonna be cooler. I'm a bit disappointed in that. But don't let that take away from how great this movie is. I enjoyed it. My favorite horror movie, I'd say it's my favorite horror movie at the moment, but again, that's probably recency bias, because I don't even think it's been an hour since I've seen it. I don't know what can beat this though. I enjoyed this. It's based on something I like. It was really fun. It was really scary. I liked this movie. It was great. I want to watch it again. Good. Thank goodness I have Peacock, because I can watch this movie whenever I want. So, but I would totally, absolutely go to the movie theaters again to see this movie. Again, this might just be recency bias, but it may be better than Mario. I don't know. I was so hyped for Mario, and I had a goofy smile on my face the entire time I was watching Mario. So I think this might just be recency bias, but I don't know. It's so close. It's so close. I really like this movie. As a FNAF fan, I enjoyed this movie. And if you were a FNAF fan, I think you're going to enjoy it too. I don't see how any FNAF fan could go into this not enjoying it. It's really fun. So, if you've seen the movie, what did you think of the FNAF movie? Tell me in the comments below. If you like this no script, me reviewing stuff, tell me in the comments too. Maybe, who knows? It depends how this video does. It probably won't do well, but oh well. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, no matter how weird you are, you'll never be as weird as a guy with a pineapple puppy.